Are you thinking about buying a life insurance policy on a child or grandchild, but aren't exactly sure what the benefits of this purchase are? Well, stick around to the end of this video because we're going to go through all the costs and benefits of this purchase. Hi, I'm Olivia Kirk.
And I'm Tim Yurek. We're here from Tier 1 Capital, and we're here to show you how to regain control of your money.
For the best advice on controlling your cash flow, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Fundamentally, life insurance is a transfer of risk. And in most cases, it's a transfer of risk from the insured to the insurance company for the case of premature death. But let's face it, when it comes to a healthy child, the risk of premature death is pretty low. And that's why we think what's more important in the case of deciding whether or not to purchase a policy for a child or grandchild, the more important thing to look at is locking in their insurability.
That's right, Olivia. So the most important reason that we recommend that parents or grandparents purchase insurance for their child or grandchild is to lock in their future insurability. That is so important because if they lose their insurability because of a mental or nervous problem or a health issue or an occupational issue, they're going to be guaranteed by the insurance company through the policy writer that they will be able to purchase a stipulated face amount, $25,000 up to $125,000 every few years from the ages of 25 through 40. And this allows them, as they become adults and maybe have become uninsurable, now they can take care of the things that are most important to them, their families and their businesses.
That's right. So adding that guaranteed insurability rider for just a few dollars a year onto the policy for the child is going to lock in their ability to purchase more insurance throughout their adult life, which is really important. The next point to consider when thinking about insuring a child is the cost of the premiums. Now, the premiums cost much less for a child than they do for an adult because the insurance company has many more years to collect those premiums.
We often hear from people, gee, I wish I purchased insurance when I was younger. What better time to purchase the insurance than when you're a child? Now, obviously, a child doesn't have that ability, but the parents do. My parents purchased small policies for me that in case I died, they would have the funeral covered. Well, I use those policies today. I borrow against those policies to purchase my computers. And every couple years, I pay the money back, and then it's time to buy a new computer. Well, the other practical purpose of having insurance we talked about earlier was guaranteed insurability. My youngest son, when he was 18, had a stroke. He's uninsurable, but he has a large policy with options that he can purchase additional insurance in the future so he can take care of his family and his business.
This brings us to our next point, and that's the savings component of the policy. You see, with every whole life insurance policy, the insurance companies are making two promises. The first is to pay a death benefit whenever the insured dies. And the second is that the cash value in the policy will be equal to the face amount at the age of maturity.
So the cash value is guaranteed to be there. And because of that aspect of a whole life insurance policy, you're actually getting multiple duty dollars. Think about it. Instead of just putting money away in a savings account or a mutual fund or a 529 plan, you're also getting a death benefit, you're also getting future insurability, and you're also giving them the ability to choose how they want to use their money. And it's almost like their money's going to be in two places at once. They'll always have access to cash in the policy, and they can use it for whatever they want, and the money's going to continue to grow uninterrupted on a tax-favored basis.
That's right. And with the loan provision, they'll have guaranteed access. Whenever you're ready to transfer the policy into the child's name, once they reach adulthood, they'll have access to that policy. They'll have access to those cash values. They could buy their first car. They could help fund college. They could put a down payment on a house. The possibilities are limitless. There's no stipulations that say what policy loans can be used for. The only stipulation is that it's guaranteed that they'll have access to the cash value via the policy loans, which is a really great thing for a savings vehicle for a child or a grandchild.
So now that we looked at the benefits of owning life insurance on a child or a grandchild, we have to also discuss the rules, because insurance companies have special underwriting rules that they abide by when considering offering insurance to a child.
The first rule is that the child can't have more insurance in place than the parent, unless there's a good reason. Maybe the parent isn't insurable. And the second rule is that when the child has siblings, then all of the siblings need to be equally insured. And in the case of a grandparent purchasing on a grandchild, all of the grandchildren would also need to have equal amounts of life insurance in force.
But once you understand the rules, then you'll know exactly what you need to do in order to purchase the right amounts for each child or grandchild. So to wrap everything up, life insurance is a unique financial tool for children or grandchildren. It could literally protect them from the cradle to the grave. They'll have access to cash everywhere along the line. They can use the money to supplement their retirement income on a tax-favored basis, and then they pass away and the money goes to their children or their grandchildren. It is a unique financial tool that should be considered. It may not be everybody's choice, but it definitely should be considered and in the conversation.
If you'd like to get started with a policy on your child or grandchild, or would like to learn more about the options, feel free to give us a call. Visit our website at tier1capital.com to schedule your free strategy session today. Also, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Also, please leave us a comment down below. Let us know what questions you have about life insurance, and we'll be sure to answer them in upcoming videos.
Thanks so much for watching our video. And remember, it's not how much money you make.
It's how much money you keep that really matters.